Hello and happy 4th of July to my friends that are in the US. To everybody else, happy 4th of July. um, just wanted to update you guys on what's been going on with me and why I've been mostly absent. I've been doing some battle with my mental health and my physical health, and it's just not been that wonderful of a time. Um, I just want to say if you have PTSD or complex PTSD, like me and my husband do, you want to mind that shit. You want to make sure that you're receiving appropriate treatment for it. Because if you are not, or you think you're under control and you are absolutely not, that shit will land you in a mess of hot water. I know, because a week ago Tuesday, um, my husband's complex PTSD got triggered and mine got triggered at the same time. And we ended up having a massive fist fight in our driveway. One of my neighbors called the law and the cops showed up, and we both ended up going to jail for the afternoon for domestic violence, simple assault, mutual combat. And we have to go to court for that and deal with that this coming up Tuesday. So, yeah, be minding your shit. Although some good things came out of it. He he actually got some resources that will help him get proper treatment for his complex PTSD and his anxiety. And yeah, that's good. And he's finally got a therapist that he feels comfortable with, and that's awesome. And things that I learned that my anxiety meds need to be adjusted because it was not sufficient to cope with what was going on last Tuesday. So, yeah. Also, I discovered that my complex PTSD from when I was 8, you need more information on that, find the video where I talk about childhood bullying, because I'm not going to rehash that here. Um, but yeah, I discovered that I had not properly addressed that. I had only been burying it in a box. And that doesn't make it go away. It just means that I'm ignoring it. So yeah, yeah. But yeah, we're here at the dog park so that the dogs can run their energy out before people start blowing things up this evening. And then, because they're going to be at the house by themselves because I have to work tonight. So, yay. And this is just a snippet of what the last few months have been like for me. So, yeah. But yeah, if it's hot out, watch your animals. If it's extreme heat, keep your animals inside if you can. If you can't, make sure you're providing them with ice, lots of water, shady places to lay. Get a get a big fan and put it outside so that they have at least moving air that they can help cool off with. Just whatever you can do. It's not as hot today as it has been, but earlier this week and late last week, it was up in the hundreds for the heat index. For my metric system friends, that's Fahrenheit, not Celsius. And yeah, that's mostly what I got. Also figured out that found out when my husband went to his intake for this new mental health place that he's found, that he got referred to by the people at the jail and his parole officer, um, probation officer, whatever. Sorry, I'm not together today. Um, they both the jail and his PO referred him to this place, and they all seem to believe that this is a good place for him to receive some help. First day he went there, when he went to do intake, they were like, "Why are you on Zoloft? Zoloft treats depression, not anxiety. And depression is not your problem. Anxiety is." Like, he was off the charts on his anxiety level. So, and one of the things about Zoloft is it can also, if your primary issue is anxiety, it makes that worse. So on the 17th, they're going to switch his meds around and try to get something that will actually help the driving force of a lot of his issues. I tell you what, you got to watch these doctors because some of them don't know what the hell they're doing. But that's the thing about doctors. When they go to medical school, you don't, whether they graduated first or last in their class, they all get the same title, doctor. And you have no idea which one you've gotten when you show up to the office. So you have to pay attention. You have to advocate. Always, always, always self advocate. Always, always, always. If you think something is not happening the way it needs to, say something. If it still doesn't change doctors. And that's the way you've got to do it. Notes about jail. It is fucking boring. Very, very boring. I spent 4 hours pretty much hanging out by myself in an 8x8 concrete container for humans. So yeah, it was, I pretty much sat there and found different ways to stem. Discovered that on this little metal table they had bolted to the wall, that made a fabulous percussion instrument, and I amused myself with that for a good hour. And I'm probably not the first person to have done that. I know I probably won't be the last, but it worked. It kept my brain busy. But yeah, gonna do some stuff dealing with my chronic complex, whatever, PTSD, and change my meds up, and not go to jail again because that was really, really super boring. That recommendation level 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. I mean, they were really kind. They understood that I was there because I was going through stuff, and they understood my husband was there because he was going through stuff. And they talked to him, and they discussed what was going on with him and what was going on with me, and they gave him a list of resources. And yeah, we're gonna fix this, and we're gonna be okay. Because this is the first time in 12 years, actually almost 15, because we've been together since 2009. got married in 2012. We've never had to have the law intervene when we were having any kind of a disagreement or any kind of a mental health crisis or anything like that. And we're going to make sure it does not happen again, because this is a fixable issue and we can do this. We've got this. Because him and me, we're a team. Between the two of us, we've gotten ourselves through 100% of our worst days. Granted, last week was the worst of the worst days. But, that's the way it works. That's the way life is. I got Jane her new harness that she's going to be using probably for the rest of her career, unless my needs change and I need to upgrade things. I'll make a video and get that posted next week, or maybe this weekend. I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling and what's going on when that'll get done, but I'll get that done here real soon, within a week. I think I'm going to try to go live for one of our formerly regular lives tomorrow, do our chronic pain live tomorrow, and try to do our neurospicy live on Sunday, and then just kind of see where things go from there. Lordy, why does life have to get so complicated? Oh yeah, and then today, my husband went down to Oklahoma because he was getting his little brother to bring him up here, and he was also going to hang out with some of his friends down in Oklahoma for the day. Yeah, he gets down there, he gets his brother picked up from Perry, Oklahoma, and 10 minutes headed back towards the Oklahoma-Kansas border, he gets a flat. And it's the 4th of July, the most majorest national holiday in the US. All of the tire shops are closed. He had to resort to going to Walmart. I don't trust Walmart further than I can throw them with anything to do with car stuff. I just hope he can make it back safely. But yeah, today has not been anything like what he has had planned. And I'm having to have the dogs here rather than taking them to my mom's to run, because my younger sister's dog is hanging out at my mom's house for the evening. And yeah, that's other issues I'm not going to get into. It's called when anybody does not respect boundaries that you have put in place. My younger sister takes it upon herself to message my husband, thanks for screwing up my plans for the day. My mother was going to spend the day with me and my family. Yeah, her and her family. No, she means her future in-laws and her future stepkids. We are her family. Me, my mom, my sister, and my husband. We are her family. But apparently she's just going to ditch us all, so whatever. I don't fucking care. I'm over it. She's been a thorn in my fucking side since the day she was born. She's been ignoring and violating my boundaries since the day she was fucking born. I'm tired of it. And then with one fucking text message, she torpedoed a whole bunch of the work that my mom and I have done to get my husband to a point where he is willing to ask for help. Not fucking cool. And I have no idea how long it's going to take us to fix that. So yeah, she's fucking violated my boundaries for the last goddamn time. I'm over it. I'm done. I've had it. I've told her, do not be hostile to my husband. I've told her, do not talk negatively about him to me. And yet she keeps doing it. And she does it. And she does it. And she does it. And she does it over and over again. And she did it today for the very fucking last time. It's like, no. If she's at mom's, I won't be there. If she's with mom, I won't be there. I'm just done. I do not have space in my life for toxicity and people who want to behave in a toxic manner. I am trying to fix myself. I am trying to fucking heal myself. And all she's doing is torpedoing and undermining that. And I'm done with it. I'm just done. I can't do it anymore. So yeah, get rid of the toxic people. Get rid of the people that want to continue with toxic behaviors that you've asked them to stop. Because you don't need that. It just ruins you inside. It does. And you don't need that and you don't deserve it. I know I don't. And I know you don't. Yeah, I'm just wandering around in the dark right now, but I'll find my way back out of the tunnel and find my way to better days, better times. Healthier mind, healthier life. I've survived 100% of my worst days. Oh, what? You want to be on camera, sir? Do you want to say hi to the people? Do you want to say hi to the people? Oh. Crypto says hi. He says hello, people. I'm getting sketches from my mama. Yeah, him a good boy. Yeah, he's a dingle. Crypto boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I get him. And to Jane, coming for a drinky. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. I'm thinking probably because neither one of us has any priors for domestic violence. Next week is going to be a nothing burger. The money that we paid for bond will cover any fines that we have, and that's going to be it. And then we can move on, work on healing the damage that caused what happened, and just kind of go forward with life. I mean, this does probably mess up him being able to get off probation early and a few other things, but him being able to find counseling and therapy and healing that trauma that he's lived with his whole damn life. That's going to be worthwhile. And I look forward to that because all I've ever wanted for him is to find healing and peace. All I've ever wanted for me is healing and peace. And maybe that's what it was that's what we needed to get us there. I don't know. We shall see. Time will tell. For now, it's just trying to remain peaceful and patient and keep the calmness. I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I love y'all. Remember, you're important. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. Even when you can't see it, you've got this. You are smart and you are important. And you're amazing just exactly the way you are. Don't ever change unless you feel like you need to for you. Never, ever change for anyone but you. But if there's changes that you need to make to heal your own soul, to bring your own self peace, do that. Because that is important. That's the only thing that's important is peace and being able to live a life that makes you happy. But yeah, bring your own self healing. Know that you are absolutely the most important person in the world. And I love you exactly as you are. Because if people can hate for no reason, then I can love because I want to. And I don't even have to know you to love you because that's how cool love is. And I will see you next time. Until then, make sure you love yourself. And if you got animals, give your puppies and your kitties and your things that slither and your things that don't slither whatever kind of love they like. Because that's what is important in this life. And if you hear that pop, pop, pop in the background, that's people pre-gaming this evening. And that's only a taste of what it's going to be like tonight. I'd like to go out into BFE where there's nobody and just be where there's nobody sometimes. And this is one of those days. For love of heaven. Well, blessed be y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Y'all are the most beautiful people ever. And I hope you have a good evening.